get everyone kind of settle down. Let the folks know outside we're getting underway. Morning, I'm Alameda County Supervisor Nate Miley. It's good to see all of you out this morning, this Saturday morning, November 16th. You all look marvelous for this time of the morning. So give yourself a round of applause. You might look marvelous, but you don't sound marvelous. Okay. I initially just want to thank Pastor Arlene, right there, raise your hand, Pastor Arlene. This is her church. We really appreciate her and the congregation here allowing us to hold this event, this meeting, this Charrette. I hold a lot of meetings here, and the church is always extremely accommodating. I really value Pastor Arlene and Eden Church for all their support that they provide, not only to me in my office, but to the community. They're very community-oriented. They're out there spreading the word, doing a lot of good things. So I really appreciate you, Pastor Arlene. Once again, thank you so much. You should have a voter handbook. If you are 16 years and older, live in the unincorporated area, have property in the unincorporated area, or own a business, you should have a ballot because you can vote. So a ballot. Then you should also have an evaluation form. So if you would leave the evaluation form when you depart this today, we'd appreciate that. Before I get underway with additional remarks about the Eden Area Livability Initiative Phase 2, let me just also thank and acknowledge some other folks. We had over 30 meetings or plus to prepare for the Eden Area Livability Initiative Phase 2, roughly from October through the summer into the fall. And if you participated in any of those EALI meetings, would you just stand up, please? Any of the EALI meetings, blue ribbon meetings, visioning meetings, working group meetings, just stand up. Let's give these folks a round of applause. Because it was their work that got us to this point today. They attended a lot of meetings, a lot of critical thinking. You know, there's tension at some of those meetings, controversy. But at the end of the day, we're here for this charrette, and you have the materials in front of you. But it was over 90 people, probably more like 120, 130 people or so that really participated in helping to bring this about. So I really value them because they did the heavy lifting for us to be here today. They did the thinking, and I'm just so very proud of them for helping us get to this point today. Also, I want to acknowledge any county staff, hard staff, school district staff that are here. If you just would stand up so we can recognize you. Any public sector employees, gentlemen that are here today. Because the county staff, the county employees, the hard employees, the school district employees, you know, a lot of them really helped us as well with this journey. They'll have more work to do after you do your voting, because that's when we begin implementing for the next 5 years. So they'll have work to do, but they also participated. I also want to thank the staff who did a lot of work to help us prepare for this. Staff from Supervisor Norma Chan's office, Steve and Karina. Why don't you come up? Where's Steve and Karina? Why don't you come on in here and acknowledge them? Oh, why don't you stand up? There's Steve, Karina right here. They attended a lot of those meetings. Like I said, we had at least 30 meetings. Supervisor Norma Chan's staff were at those meetings participating. Also want to acknowledge my staff. Where's my staff? Why don't they raise their hands? If they aren't in their yellow, you ask them what happened, because they're out of uniform. They're supposed to have their yellow T-shirts on. I had to dock them some of their paycheck. So, okay, so I really value my staff because they work hard. They give me some pushback, but they understand as a team what I expect, and I expect us to do our jobs and to deliver service. You pay us, and I expect us to earn that every day. So they work hard, and I just want to have Eileen. Where's Eileen? Where's Eileen? Come on up here, Eileen. Where's Eileen? Come on up here, Eileen. Eileen, she quarterbacked this effort for me. Yeah. This young lady, 30 years old, been working for me since high school, since she was in high school, went to UC Davis. So she's been working for me since she was in high school, you know, more than 10 years, 12 years, 11 years. She's fantastic. And I just want you to know that because, she's awesome. She was up at And she didn't go to bed till 1 o'clock, she told me. Then she was up by 5 downtown at the county building doing more work this morning to get here for this. And then I know she fielded a lot of calls. She had to deal with a lot of people, et cetera, et cetera. You know, I put a lot of weight on her shoulders. She carries it all. She rarely drops the ball, rarely fumbles. Let's just give her a round of applause. I really appreciate So Eileen, this is the year Livability Initiative Phase 2. Eileen has got us to Phase 2. Phase 1 was Lucy Wicks. We asked Lucy to come and join us today, but she had to stay to be a mom. You know, she works at Stanford. She's the Associate Director for Community Affairs at Stanford, and so she couldn't come over today. But Lucy, she was the quarterback for EALI Phase 1, and I really appreciate Lucy helping us get here. And the final person I want to acknowledge, my former Chief of Staff, back there, Seth Kaplan, raise your hand. You know, I asked Seth to show up today, kind of see, we did EALI Phase 1, now we're doing EALI Phase 2. I said, you know, we might want to have you suit up again, you know? Come back for another go at this, but he's here to join us today and kind of give us his observations. So I think I've done, I believe, all the acknowledgments at the moment. And what I'd like to do at this point is bring up Jeanette Dong. Jeanette is Wilma Chan's Chief of Staff. Supervisor Chan couldn't be here because there was a death in her family. Otherwise, she was going to be here this morning with us, but she couldn't attend. So I'm going to have the Chief of Staff come on up and make some remarks. Jeanette.
First of all, I think Nate said everything I was going to say, so I want you guys to get to work. But can you hear me now? Yes. Okay, I'm not known for being quiet. So a big hand for Nate Miley. He didn't take himself. I just want to say thank you to all the people, the hundreds of people that showed up for all the 30 meetings and for everyone getting up here early. And I look forward to the results on the over 20 goals that the 30 meetings have gelled. And I want to acknowledge the people in Wilma's district also from San Lorenzo. So if you're from San Lorenzo, can you stand up? Can I see you? Right across. I also want to acknowledge Steve and Karina for all their hard work on behalf of Wilma Chan. So another hand for Steve and Karina. And I see a lot of young people out there. Big hand for the young people. Okay, thank you, and wish you good luck today. And I look forward to seeing the results of all your hard work. Thank you.
So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to bring up the captains who are the captains of the visioning groups. Why don't you guys come on up here so folks can see you? The visioning group captains. Come on up here. Where are you?
Right here.
Here's one. Hey, let folks see you. Come on up here. Look at these. Look at these folks. Come on up here. These folks. Visioning group captains. Come on up. So today you'll have a chance to hear from them, and then you'll also have a chance to go around to their different tables and hear them talk to you about their goals, the objectives, what they're encouraging you to support. Because we have education here, we have governance, we have economic development, we have ag and the environment, and we have I don't see public safety. Oh, public safety right there, public safety and realignment. And these folks did a lot of work. They actually came to all of the meetings as well, but then they did additional meetings on top of that to prepare for today's charrette. So let's give them all a round of applause. All right, thank you. And then the last person I'll acknowledge, I want to acknowledge Claudia Albano. Claudia was our facilitator with the charrette. Claudia's on my staff now, but I've known Claudia since the 70s, and when Seth decided to leave me after 8 years of being chief of staff, Claudia's not chief of staff, but she's my policy director, so Claudia is on my staff helping me out. I really, really value that, and Claudia facilitated all of our charrette efforts. And then finally, we have our consultants, the Prevention Institute, Jeremy back there from the Prevention Institute, and the Urban Strategies Council. Both consulting teams work with us as well. We're here for you today.